first ministry was when I was 9. I experienced a culture shock until I was expelled from school because of something unwanted happened. It is a personal journey because I have to face it on my own. My family has to face it. And I can say that I am ashamed to my family, I am ashamed to myself, and I am ashamed to the society, and I am ashamed to those who knows me and who knew me. So I was expelled with 3 mistakes that I did. It was a traumatic experience ever. But as you guys see in the thumbnail, that was the picture when I was cleaning everything. I was picking myself up that broke into pieces. I still can smile because my friends that moment were supportive. They were crying because I have to move out from that school. But when I get into the car with my parents, we had a silent treatment for hours because that place was few hours from where I stayed. And imagine you are 13 years old and you have to deal with that kind of situation where your emotions are all over the place. And when I came home, I don't say that I dealt with depression, but I can say it was the darkest moment in my life. It was a truly downfall for me. You have no idea what's happening. It was a 19 minus 13, about few years back, and you're seeing me talking like this. And that, my friend, is a proof that you still have hope. It happens for a reason, and I don't blame God for letting me experience where I felt like nobody was there to help me. Yes, for the first few nights, I still have supports from my friends. They were calming, and I still remember I cried for almost a week or 2 every night to sleep, and it was painful because I received hates from people. Shame where people talk about you, when people gossip about you. You don't want that to happen. I really thank God for the people who was there during my worst moments. You guys are the best. If you're watching this video, I really appreciate that. But that moment when you are so down you can't think of continuing your future, it felt like even human support is not enough. And then few months after I experienced that worst part in my life, even though I still have that pain during the moment because I couldn't move on, because I have to bear the shame as a 13 years old, and I am the hope of my parents because they put a high hope in me, and it is crushed. And few months later, I joined a conference, and that was the moment when miracle happened. My god grandfather, is that how you pronounce it? He was praying for me during that altar call. I still remember that moment was when I received a gift of speaking in tongues, because I still remember when my church members, my brothers and sisters, we were sitting in a round circle and everyone was praying. Those who knows how to speak in tongues, they share, they whisper to us until that moment. It was so beautiful. After that, we had an altar call where the pastor prays for us, and I still remember I was crying. I was laying down the floor, and it was an emotional experience. I'm gonna cry. It was an emotional experience that my dad was also there. I'm grateful for that day. I was released from that. And a few months later, when I was 14, that was another experience happened. And I went to, I can say, a seminar where not lots of people were there, not like the big conference I went to. And that was where it happened personally, that I invite God into my life, where you have to declare with your own mouth that Jesus is the King, Jesus has saved my life, and yada yada yada, more declaration. And I've been baptized, and I am born as a new person. And until today, God is so good. God is, I cannot tell you guys how good God has been to me, that if I explain from now, it can last for days and days. That back to the experience at my new school. The transition was so great, I couldn't even comprehend until today, because at my old school where I was being expelled, I was used to be known by others. Well, you know that bad girl times. I was that. And that transition, when I go to that normal school, I can say it's normal, but it was one of the best schools. It is huge. Those people are so friendly and kind. My classmates were so funny. That transition happens that you have to be, to cover yourself because you're insecure and because you're a new kid. And that is the reason why I don't expose a lot myself. But I do join some activities in school. And also it is talking. Debates. It was my favorite thing to do at school. You don't have to be in a very excellent school to be excellent. It is where God takes you that matters. I still remember at the last moments of my high school year, there's this one person which I believe we are meant to meet, because that person wants to be helped by me and I feel appreciated. I pray that you have the wisdom to see which one is right and which one is wrong, because that relationship matters. Need wisdom on who you want to end up with. It is important. So basically this video is about how God changed my shame into glory. Even though I went to a normal school, I still can succeed. Until today, I'm in my uni and I'm so blessed, strong, beautiful, confident. So when you think your life is at the lowest, just have HOPE is one of the greatest things ever. Don't give up, be successful, study hard, study well. I mean, if you're not agree with what I say, please type in at the comment section below or just DM me anywhere so we can talk about it. Maybe you want it to be personal or whatsoever. Just let me know. I would love to hear your opinion. And I hope that this story of my life, it blesses you, it blesses God, it glorifies God. That is the most important thing ever. I always pray that God will use me as a blessing. And I hope that my channel is a blessing to you. And I hope that I can make you guys happy. That is the best thing ever. So catch you guys on another video. I will try to do more video advices in the future if you guys are interested to listen. Oh, by the way, that's my diffuser. It's diffusing. It gives you relaxation. Thank you for watching, everyone. I pray that you guys have a good week, good day, good night, good morning whenever you're watching this. You guys are the best. Love you.